Hey, um, come on, come on, I know we can do it. Hey, hey, it actually works. Good. Very, very good. Well, I guess I'm going to keep on going with New Vegas because I don't know what I'm doing. I should probably work out some kind of scheduling, or I should work out some kind of a plan because I don't really know what. Hold on. I kind of forgot I have to, switch over to the whole game thing. That could be important. Come on. Come on. Show me the. Come on. Hey! Hey! I'm getting adequate at this. I promise you. Next time I might actually have, things. So, look forward to that in the next stream, whenever that'll be. So when we left off, for those of you who haven't seen this before, basically I'm doing something of a extra lives challenge run. That is to say, I am currently, level 3 right now. If I die 3 times, I'm out. If I level up, that's another life. But, it's essentially a hardcore mode. And it's in hardcore mode for the extra, misery that is carrying around ammunition. Oh boy. I actually like the survival system of hardcore mode. I like the thirst and the hunger and all that shit. You know what I really don't like? Ammo. And you get to watch me do it. You get to watch me haul around all this shit. You get to watch me cry over the necessity of 12 pounds of batteries and, 50 pounds of grenades because I picked an explosives build and heavy armor because I don't want to die, but I need to lug around all this extra crap. So it's a weird incentive because I need to try to find, I need to try to find
You a courier?
ways to level up so that I don't immediately die. Now, I think I have an inventory full of shit. Yeah, and I should offload a lot of that at the merchant thing here. I promise it'll take 10 seconds. You can even time me, I promise. So, let's see here.
New face in the app.
Dump off this. So how are you guys doing tonight? I say to all 0 people watching. Maybe someone will see it eventually. That's fine. I'm just kind of happy to be keeping this up as something of a routine. I know I don't have a whole lot to display right now, and honestly, I'm just kind of working this up as honest practice. But I'll try to keep things rolling so that there's, things to watch. That's pretty important. Now, I think, last stream we picked up this incinerator here, and I can't wait to use that. So I just have to find something, I need to find the nearest target excuse to use the incinerator on, because I'm kind of excited about picking that up. Because it seems like it's a 50-50 chance, honestly, that the bandit leader in the Bison Steve Hotel will drop the incinerator, or they'll spawn with like a 9mm submachine gun or some other piece of crap. You only get that 50 oh my gosh, where it's a 50% chance, like, once. It's just great. I don't know. Flamethrowers are very rare in New Vegas. They were all over the place in Fallout 3, and then not so much in anything else. Which, what, I'm okay with, but I miss the ridiculous amount of, like, high explosives and things you could find all over the place in Fallout 3. Fallout 4 is just like, hey, here's your quest reward, here's 5 caps. This game, it's got a good balance. I like the mod system for weapons. I feel like it's much better done than, I know you're gonna hate me for this, I think the weapon system and the upgrades in New Vegas are better than Fallout 4. I know, right? You can hate me now. Hold on, I should bring up chat so I can actually see if anyone... Oh wait, no. No one's... no one's here. That's cool. Well, anywho, I think that's everything. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's get the heck out of here and go blow up some things out in the wilderness. I need to, like, constantly consider the fact that I am fragile. And if I don't keep that in mind, I might, get blown up, lose a life, and I don't want to add to that tally. I am very concerned for my own safety for the first time playing Fallout in a long, long time. I think the only thing that's ever made me more nervous is dead money. That brings back memories just saying it. Now, dead money is interesting because it's one of the few times in the Fallout franchise that I've actually felt afraid. Point Lookout. Well, I think Point Lookout was a very boring and pointless expansion. I do think that it did portray the atmosphere well. I did like the wandering around and loneliness of just barren wilderness and all the spookiness that came with it. I don't know. Favorite Fallout DLC, chat? What's yours? For me, it's probably... any game, by the way. I gotta think. I want to say either Dead Money or Old World Blues. Like, that's my personal favorite. Just all the exploration and stuff. Old World Blues kind of gives me that, like, Stalker vibe. Like, I feel like that does the whole, hub town thing right. You just have one merchant, and then everywhere else is just one big dungeon for you to explore. I feel like that's great, it's just got that centralization and that vibe. You go out and you explore, and it's got all the interesting locations, so that's my pick. I didn't pick up any landmines from Krim, so I'm gonna have to get creative with the dynamite. Come on. Oh, right, that's dead. I will never forget the giant pathfinding of ants in this game. Oh, right, there's an easy quest that I missed completely in, town place up the road. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna head back to, the ranger station, because I just remembered, yeah, there's that one thing you can do to, like, kill the ants and get a little bit more experience. Because, like I said, every time I level up, it's an extra life. So I need to, actually endeavor to stay alive, and I need to, do at least a little bit of questing just to, not die. But I'm gonna start maxing out medicine and maybe even, like, science early on. I gotta crank up energy weapons, though. I really need those. And I'll probably need repair. I really want more Swift Learner, but I'm very tempted to pick something like, I kind of want... I gotta choose. I either pick up Swift Learner, or I pick up Educated. I mean, how many points? Like, it's level 4, yeah. Yeah. I can delay the gratification of Swift Learner. By the time that I get to more dangerous parts of the game, I can pick that up later. So, for now, I'll pick up Educated while I still have space to catch my breath, and I'm not worried as much about dying. So, I'll put off picking up speed on leveling until I can actually get the perks I need and get my skills up. The west half of the map is kind of gentle, relatively speaking, without the death claws and the cazadors and the giant geckos and the raiders and, the snake dogs. But other than that, it's actually pretty quiet, pleasant. There's not a whole lot of quests. There's not a whole lot of things.
Looks like we got a new
so I'm just kind of trying to rush out this stuff. Yes. Okay, give me the quest. Yeah. Okay. So, we're not going to stick around on this side of the map for too long. We're just going to get the basic quests done so I can get some experience and get enough leveling that I don't immediately, end this entire series in the next 5 minutes, Because I am like one bad firefight away from losing everything in this game, I need to keep that in mind, that I don't want to, I gotta just level up and explore and take risks so I can get treasure and, beat the game, but I also have that punishment in mind. I'm sorry, I know I've said it a lot, but I just can't shake how weird it feels to be doing this. I used to just to fiddle around, now it feels like some bizarre form of work. But I'm glad I'm doing it. And Sam, I'm glad you're here with me at the end of all things. Oh, and I cranked the volume settings a little bit, so it shouldn't be as quiet and just nothing but me like last time. You should be able to hear more of the bass game. If it's still quiet, just let me know. And I can crank it up more or down or whatever needs to be. But if you have any feedback, I really do appreciate it, because I'm trying to make my content watchable. I don't want it to just be me yammering over like a Nokia microphone in the dark, non-stop. Is there anything useful in here? I do not remember. There's like a pugilism book, isn't there? Yeah, so I can, in a playthrough where I really want to stay out of harm's way, I can upgrade my hand-to-hand, which I know it's super powerful. I just don't want to be up close and personal in this playthrough, because that's a great way to die. But it's still useful. Can't lie. I'll pick up that book and never read it, just like real life. And I think that's everything here. Oh, yeah. And then we can rain high explosives on the ants. And then get that reward money and then never, ever, ever come back to the side of the map again. I suppose I could do like the, the My Kind of Town, whatever that quest is, finding the sheriff for the town. But that's kind of a lot of back and forth. It's not fun for me, and it's probably not fun for you. And it doesn't help I've done it a billion times. I don't know. We're not going for like the most ideal, perfect ending to the game here. We're going for just getting to the battle of and maybe a little bit before and beyond. I might try the DLCs if I can actually stay alive by that time. I would actually start them now if I wasn't so worried about immediately dying. But that is something I'll worry about later. Doc Mitchell might have some more doctor stuff for sale now. So I should probably consider heading back to Goodsprings for a second, pop on in and just buy as much medical supplies as I can carry, which, judging by how few caps I've got, should not be a problem, Oh. Is it really only Tuesday, chat?
Hello.
It doesn't feel like Tuesday. It feels like Friday for me.
Wish I had more.
The entire economy, man, is, oh my god. Everywhere, everyone I talk to is completely going nuts at work, and I'm no exception. Okay. I promise. I promised we would get out of this side of the map, and we're going to get out of this side of the map. But there's not many people that sell medical supplies, except for, like, Doc Mitchell on this side of the map. And I think he sells some? I think he sells some. So, welcome to the horrible quirk of hardcore mode. You can't just sleep in a bed to heal all of your health and your limbs anymore. You know, and stim packs don't do that either. Which is... Just let that sink in for a moment.
How are you
need a
holding on?
doctor's bag to heal broken legs. So, you know, if you blow up 2 of them with a grenade, which I'm an explosives build, so you can see where this is going, you bet it's going to be painful. So I am going to need Hydra, and I believe there's a little bit at like the highway station in the middle of that Ivampa freeway area. I think there's some, like 2 of them behind a desk. So I am going to buy off that. I am going to go and stop by there. And I think, does Doc Mitchell have a doctor's kit in this area? Does he? I'll need that. Maybe. Get the free gun. The free soda. Get the free... You know what? We might actually want Psycho. So I'm going to make the free meth lab. And then... medics. I feel kind of bad taking all this stuff, but, you know, he's not using it. He's just kind of sitting alone. Okay. And then I think the way station police ranger thing is out here. Oh, there it is. Oh! Take a shot. It's the first crash of the night. Oh. He must have shot the camera or something. I don't know. Okay, that was corny. So, hold on. Let me, hold on. Let's wait for the game to load up. Okay, we're back. Come on. Oh my god. How did I... Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine, chat. Everything is fine. So, where we last left our brave hero, he was, you know, in the middle of nowhere alone. Oh, they're fighting the bandits. Huh. That's useful, because I know that, this can actually be a tough fight outside. On the left side, there's like a guy that comes around with a cowboy repeater and some metal armor. So, you know, when you're at a low level, that's a problem. I just got a message from... Don't worry about it. Joe Mama, it don't matter. Okay. Now, like I said, this is not like save scumming, but I will save, you know, so I'll have those extra lives and you don't have to watch me keep on doing the same things over and over again. But, you know, I will be keeping a running tally of the amount of times I die. And when I do, you know, when my deaths exceed the number of levels I have, that's it. It's game over. So I'm in some kind of a weird race against time, so I'm not going to worry about how wasteful I'm being with, you know, high explosives. I need to stay alive. That's the highest priority. I'm not going to open up these fights with a little pea shooter. I'm going in with everything I got. And you get some spectacular sights like that. I was right, it's cowboy repeater. Now where's the guy or girl with metal armor? Where are you at? Do they not spawn? I think they might need... I think they spawn, like, once I leave the station. I'm not sure. But I know there's, like, 2 melee girls inside. That's not melee. I love the disintegration in this game. Even though the the gameplay is simpler than Fallout 4. I prefer it. Now, fun trick for those of you who have never played New Vegas. The giant mantis nymphs, you don't actually need to, shoot them. You can just step on them. Observe. And it gives you experience. I'm gonna take the cowboy hat off this guy. You know, it's the only honor I can do him is to rob him of his hat. And there's not a whole lot here except for the precious, precious drugs behind it. Oh, they're not behind the table. They're on it. Okay. Yeah, Hydra is like super rare in this game, but it is so unimaginably useful for hardcore mode. Like, you would not believe, you know, when you can't regenerate your limbs normally through stim packs and all that shit, you gotta concern yourself with finding alternative means. And hard drugs are going to be your best friend in hardcore mode. So, there's a lot of free experience in this station here. It's just, I think when you leave, like, some baddie sport. If I had... Do I have wine on me? I would pick the legs off of the... I do have wine. What is my survival skill at? It's got to be at like 55, though, before I can make anything useful out of, like, mantis legs and wine. And I think honey mesquite? Yeah, no, it's 20. That's way below. But you can get a pretty good recipe for, like, a mantis kebab or wings or something at a campfire or a cooking station. If you have, like, a survival skill of, like, 55 or something, you know, and then you can get, like, dog meat steaks and all other kinds of useful things. And it really does make your life a lot better, especially in hardcore mode, where food healing suddenly becomes important. But I'm nowhere near that level of preparedness right now. That's what all this is about. I kind of want to go to Jackrabbit Springs over to the east, and just, you know, a football field or two away, and just go, and just, you know, there's a couple of centaurs, and I think one super mutant, and a lot of radiation, but there's also, like, a stealth boy, and I think a weapon repair kit, I think. Is there more Hydra over there? I don't know. I'm not going any further west from where I was, though, because up there in the hills, there's a whole bunch of feral ghouls, and there's, like, a death trap, like a mined car or something that'll blow up, or like a motorcycle with a bunch of explosives tied to it, and I really don't want to toil with that, tussle with that. Some other thing that starts with T. You know, and there's not a lot of treasure out there. There's a lot of radiation out there, so I'm not going out there. There's a lot of radiation over here, mind you, but the loot's a little bit better, and you don't have to go through a loading screen. Yeah, there it is. See that little pole out there? Just right in front of the cursor. That is where we're going. Up there is some loot. There's like a skeleton at the bottom of that thing. And I need to be super careful here. I might actually want to just pop some Rad-X and not even fight anything. It's got good loot. Okay, put away the weapon so I can run a little bit faster. And then... where is it? Oh, there is Hydra up here. Precious drugs. Missiles. Bullets. I'm carrying way too much. I gotta drop the cigarettes. And... my goodness, I am carrying a lot of junk. What am I carrying that's so heavy? Bullets? Rockets? 6 pounds of rockets. Yeah, that could be a problem. This is welcome to my nightmare now, by the way. I can repair my hat with a cowboy hat. Okay, good. I didn't know you could do that. Would you believe I didn't know that? But what am I carrying that's so heavy? Okay, the incinerator. It might just be a lot of little things adding up. Okay, well, as well leave a bunch of this crap behind. I'm gonna keep the extra laser pistol on me so I can repair mine when it gets bad, and then, you know, can keep this one around because it's got the gunrunner's arsenal thing. Hey, look, some more experience points. So, we're doing pretty good. We got like 2 stim packs and a bunch of doctor's bags, a lot of Hydra. And the only problem with like laser weapons in this game is it doesn't give you it does not give you any sneak attack advantages. Yeah, that's not working. This might have been a bad idea. This might have been a bad idea. Oh my god. Oh god, please don't let the first death be to this. We're almost there to level 5. Come on. Okay, a slow-moving target. I know where to use the last of this dynamite. Okay, good. Did I mention I'm really bad with dynamite in this game? I usually blow myself up. Come on. Okay. Do I have any more? I do have some napalm left. I might actually want to use it to make some mistakes. This was all my mistake, by the way. This is all on me. I probably shouldn't have picked this fight, but you know. Come on. Oh god. Yeah, stay. And the younglings, too. Perfect. Okay, I'm feeling a lot more confident now that I've got, you know, what's going on. So, a fun trick about New Vegas, if I remember right, you don't have to worry about, like, having the right level of repair to fix your weapons. You can do a clumsy repair at like level 1 or repair skill, and you can repair something that has like 99% condition. You know, in Fallout 3, you didn't actually have the ability to like repair something if it was above a certain threshold, and you needed to like max out your repair skill just to fix up your weaponry to top condition, and I hated that. That killed the perfectionist in me. That kind of person that complains about it. So I'm so happy that New Vegas was like, yeah, no, you can just do inefficient repairs. You have plenty of spare parts. I've never been in this particular part of the map. I've never been, like, behind the water tower at Nipton. There's some honey mesquite, by the way. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't know what honey mesquite was, and so I actually had to look it up. I didn't realize that, like, you know, a lot of these plants were real. I knew what agave was. I knew it was made for, like, I knew you harvested it for, like, tequila, and it takes forever to grow. Like, in Mexico, they have, like, entire plantations of agave fruit, and they just let it sit for, I think, like, years or, like, decades at a time, because the plants take forever to grow. You know, they're succulents, so they stay the same size forever, basically, and, you know, you cut off a couple leaves at a time, and leave the rest of it so they grow back. You know, you can get, like, aloe vera, or you can make, like, tequila from them, and, yeah, that's why your booze is so expensive, Chad. It grows in the middle of the desert, and you have to just let it sit forever. Naturally. Okay, now I can go back, and I can be a bastard and get a little bit of experience by, you know, telling everyone at Mojave that Nipton's dead. We're not a good guy. We're kind of a good guy. You can't push Brahmin in this one. fun fact, in Fallout 3, if you crouch down next to a Brahmin and you hit E, you can push them. And they just, like, flail around. And if you, like, disable, if you disable, like, clipping with the TCL command and then just spam the push and then re-enable it, they just go flying. I think I did a really crappy video about that once. Like, years ago when I made this channel, and then made, like, 2 videos, and then got, you know, it was hard, so I quit. That was, one of the things I did, I think. That and some dumb video about chopsticks or something, I don't know. I think I made most of my videos private now that I think about it. And for good reason. Most of them are just terrible and unfunny. Or interesting. I think there's like one that's not private. I don't even know. You're not missing much. Anyway, so my character does not have any use for these, you know, old-fangled guns. He's all about that newfangled high explosives and newfangled high energy things, so I'm not going to worry about any of that. Actually, you know, I almost always buy the pulse grenades, but I don't think I have room for them this time around. I actually have to worry about, you know, my carrying capacity. So I'm gonna need some RadAway at some point sooner rather than later. I wish I could pick this up. Oh, that's okay. One day. Now this is maybe what? No, I never use them. I tried it in a previous game, and I just never get around to using them, chat. I always like plasma pistols, but by the time that I get them, I always have like a laser rifle before I get a plasma pistol. So by the time I'm getting my hands on like laser or energy handguns, I'm always upgraded to rifles. So unless you can dual wield them, there's no point. Oh, hold on. Okay. I just need to sell a bunch of crap. I'm gonna actually keep the atomic cocktails because they're really good for, you know, keeping your fire resistance or sleep down. Like, look at... So, I don't know if you've ever actually used these things, but they're surprisingly powerful. I didn't realize how powerful they are. But that energy resistance and fire resistance, surprisingly super useful. But I never bothered because, you know, it's alcohol, and getting addicted in the Fallout games sucks. Because, you know, it doesn't do anything for you. Well, what did I just sell? Whatever. But only in my later playthroughs, as I got older, did I realize the advantage of, you know, using every resource at your disposal, including alcohol and drugs, even if you get addicted. Because in New Vegas, you know, you can just shoot up some fixer. Please fix this language, and then, you know, you're good.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you
New
wish
Vegas,
for a
not so
nuclear winter.
New Vegas,
You check out the
this is
Nipton
all
Town
good.
Hall?
Yeah, everything's dead. Okay, bye. Now, where's the other guy? The guy that you can make really depressed by telling him that Nipton died. He's always wandering around. He's near the front of the place. Where is he? Come on. Keep me waiting, old man. There you are. You're in a weird location, you know that?
Heard you helped out Jax.
Everyone's dead. Okay, bye. You know, I never did that quest, you know, Cold Heart, before, like in my first couple of playthroughs as a kid, and then I did it once, and then I realized, wait a minute, they just tell you to just tell one random guy. That's it. I figured it would be something almost like a... Like, it would have been better if it was something like those quests where you turn in, like, dog tags or books or something, you know, it's a repeat quest. You know, you find new leaders in that area of the map, you know, new NCR members, and you tell them about Nipton, and you get, like, a little bit of experience and lose some karma and gain a little bit of Legion rep, you know. Like, that would have been useful. But instead, hey...
Hello
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Huh?
I think you can
You wanna
trade with
talk?
this guy.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. She says, medics. Goodbye. Goodbye forever, wise man of wisdom. Yeah, there's this whole little thing on the side about, like, bottle caps with stars on them. And I think it's supposed to be a play on, like, the shooting stars on the old Tootsie Roll wrappers. Because, like, the Tootsie Pops would have, they would have, like, a star on them. And there was some kind of a rumor that, like, if you mailed in, like, a bunch of them, you'd get, like, something from the company that made them. It was apparently bullshit, I think. Or was it? Man, some of these urban legends are firmly implanted inside my skull. I will never, ever, ever get some things out of my head. Like the fact that Iceland is clean. As kids, we used to torture each other with that factoid. And we would be so smart when we told each other things we already knew. I believe it's called a platitude, and I believe I'm almost out of ammunition. Probably should have bought some in town. We'll be okay. Maybe. How long will this keep going? By the way, if you hear a thumping in the background, that's like the neighbors upstairs. They're doing some kind of repair to their installing washers and dryers or some other nonsense. And they're doing it at 9:30 at night. It's remarkable. I know. But they just do this construction thing. At first, I thought it was like the neighbors stomping around upstairs, and I was getting really scared because I was like, oh no, new neighbors who have no, grace or civility whatsoever. No, it turns out it's just construction. I've never been so relieved to be frustrated at all, that's... It feels great to know that it's a temporary inconvenience rather than something like that. Come on. Not perfect. Money well spent. And now I think, yeah, there's some metal armor on that lady. I can use that to repair my stuff. See, we're getting somewhere, chat. I'm no longer, made out of paper. Wait. Let's not use explosives at point blank. There's a landmine. Okay. Where are you going? I guess he was trying to give me some... like 2 of these locks, but I think one of them is medium. You can tell I've played this game a little bit. Okay. Actual grenades. Frag mines. They're reading my mind. And isn't there like a cabinet over here? I don't know. I gotta pick this up and use that to repair my armor. And... getting shot at. Who would have thought?
Like that?
No. Okay. I'm gonna take this moment of combat to reorganize my inventory. It'll be wonderful. We're gonna have that there, and that there, and I guess that there, and that there. Sure, why not? Oh, please. This rifle is... I'm getting the most out of this rifle that I've ever had. Like, I never used this rifle ever in, like, any other New Vegas playthrough. Because it never seemed useful to me. And now, suddenly, when I have to worry about ammunition and just my clumsy ass getting into trouble, it suddenly is coming tremendously handy. It's just... wow. The things that change... when you're doing a hardcore playthrough, it's incredible. If I was doing a more serious playthrough, I would have just hoarded all those skill books you know, and just kept them around and then bought the comprehension perk and then gotten a little bit of an extra kick. But there's not as many skill books in New Vegas as there are in Fallout 3. Which is much to my disappointment, because I really do like those skill books. But they're just not around, unfortunately. Now, I will use one of these kits just to keep this gun going. Because I actually like this rifle now. It is remarkably useful, and I've never used it before. I had that confession to make. Okay, now who won this duel? Okay, place your bets. Who's gonna win? Thomas or What's-Her-Face? What's-Her-Face is still shooting, and Thomas is running away, so I'm guessing that, what's her name? Diane? Jackie, was it? Yeah, she won. Which means more loot for me. Yeah, he's just running. Come on. Jacqueline.
He's
Yeah.
crazy. Please help me.
Oh. And thus, order was restored to the universe. That's rare. Actually, no. You know, Jacqueline never used to win the fights. Like, in all of my playthroughs, it was always Thomas, and he'd be like, "Oh, you see her? That lady tried to kill me." And now, in the last couple of times I've played this game, it's always been her by a landslide. Did something change in, like, the game files? So, like, now Thomas always just runs away instead of fighting back? Because that's what it seems like to me. It seems like they tweaked the AI slightly. Or maybe things have changed, or they never did, and I just changed. Hey dude, I'm sure you have a fascinating story, but I don't care. It's okay, Chad. He's a bandit. Was a bandit. You know, we'll make up for it. We'll give this guy some hard drugs.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, yep. I can give you some hard drugs. Yeah, you're gonna overdose. Bye. Okay. See, we're good. We're a good person. Why did I come back here? Right. The, quest. So I know you're all looking forward to the idea of me just, like, you know... I guess I should probably do things the stubborn, traditional way instead of, you know, using those stealth boys to skip danger. Because I don't want to risk losing extra life. So it may seem easy now, but, you know, I'm probably going to blow up in like the next 5 minutes. Speaking of which, I should probably make a new save. This game creeps me out sometimes. There's a newfound sense of vulnerability now, and I didn't even think it was possible. Like, it really does make you feel vulnerable now when you do like hardcore playthrough. It suddenly just feels so unnatural, and everything feels much more lonely and just not what it should be. I think there's... Yes, there's Hydra in here. Okay, we're doing good. Yeah, take all those. Okay. Now I know I'm about to walk into an ambush, so let's do what we can. I think I can just climb up here and just go around this way, and this will probably be the safer approach. Let's not... Okay. Where are they? This is what I get for making an explosives build, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, you better bet I wanted to do explosives. Since I began this stream, and I started fumbling my way to success, I wanted to run an explosives build. The energy weapons, that was kind of just a off-the-cuff decision. I probably should have picked guns, but, you know, I guess it works too. I mean, I'm already going like heavy armor, so I may as well go like full power armor, which is hard to get training for. You have to do like that boring Brotherhood quest, and then like convince people with speech checks, and then you get like power armor training, and it's kind of bad. But I might actually need it this time. And that's not a first for me, but it's definitely new. So I should probably be a little bit more careful about what I pick. There's food and healing in this game is a little bit more rare now in hardcore mode. I should probably bump up my barter. I should probably also get my speech up, because that way I can, you know, talk my way out of a couple of things up ahead. Just get a couple things. Okay. Now, I think I'm leveling up fast enough, so maybe I want to pick some other thing right now. Oh boy. Choices. Yeah, we're going bloody mess. I don't even care. I don't care if we make anything else. I want the explosions. If I'm going to be living on the dangerous side, I want things to be as entertaining as possible. And that means, you know, I want there to be a bloody mess. I like that perk. Although it's kind of a letdown from Fallout 1 and 2, where they had, you know, unique death animations for everything. Because then, in Bloody Mess, that was, you know, great. Fallout 3 and New Vegas still are pretty cool with the Bloody Mess perks. Fallout 4 is pretty disappointing. You know, and the Elder Scrolls don't really have that system, which I don't like. I think there's like a little bit of food in here, and I think there's a unique melee weapon I can buy and sell off. I think it's the chopper, I think. Yeah. And that's useful. And then the skill book in here, and then I don't remember if there's anything else useful. Metal armor? Metal armor, please? No. Okay. I probably should sleep just for like 1 hour just to get it down. Okay. Gotta remember, the longer I'm out and about, the more I actually have to worry about, you know, dying of thirst. I think we're okay. Honestly, survival mode is kind of a joke in New Vegas. The bigger challenge is, you know, carrying all this around and just healing. You know, healing is slower in this one. So I have to keep that in mind. And I'm going to want to bump up my survival skill so I get the most refreshment and healing out of these. I could have just drank from here, couldn't I? Yeah, I could have. Boy. That boy ain't right. Hey, speaking of water, I will be right back. I need to go grab something. So, this is the perfect excuse for me to use a thing. Hold on. Where is it? Come on. I love these buttons on OBS. It's just cool. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Almost back. Okay. I'm actually back in the land of the living. So, where'd we leave off? Halfway to Nipton, right? Or, Novak. This is the really weird and interesting part of New Vegas. Because you always run into these two caravans that spawn at the exact same time at this location, and then they run, like, right into a Legion ambush. Like, right behind that billboard. So I kind of want to trade with them before they die, because they might die. Usually they can fend them off, but I don't want to take that chance because I want to just make some caps off of them. Can also sell off some of the loot I picked up along the way, including that chopper. And sell off the cola, just because it's a lot of dead weight. I can't do anything with that stuff yet. I'm not going to do anything with that. That's a lot of bullets that I'm never going to use. Sell off those. Do you have any E-cells? Please. I beg you. Thank you. And I want that. I have really bad accuracy. So I want to improve my weapon. And I think I've said it before, but I really like the weapon mod system in New Vegas. I like it more than Fallout 4. Fallout 4, everything had a mod, and it was a lot less special. In New Vegas, not everything had a weapon mod, and things would only have like 1 or 2 possible modifications, so things felt special, This I'm gonna need. So, it's remarkable to me. What else? You have any doctor's bags? No, but you do have dynamite. Probably walking away with more weight than I, came over here with. Ow. Ow, my eyes. But it's worth it. Come on. Yes. Check out this beauty. Isn't that sweet? It looks like a mod, but... I mean, it is a mod, but, it's a vanilla mod. But it just looks cool. And it just looks gorgeous, and it's minimalistic, and it's a visible improvement to your weapon. It's not like +5 damage, and every mod has a unique factor to it. And there's not like 5 different types of weapon armor upgrades or whatever. There's just like, 1 or 2 per weapon. And sure, it's not fully implemented and not smooth and all that stuff, but it's still really good. I'm gonna just get the experience from this place, and I might be able to steal some things. I'm just going to... You should be tied up. Yeah. That's weird.
Our way, true to Kaiser.
Can I steal from here? Yes, I can. I like that I'm losing karma because I'm stealing from the Legion. I mean, I get it. It just makes me giggle. Make sure I'm hidden. Steal their bullets, even though I don't have a use for them. Their money is really valuable, though. I think they say it's like made of silver and gold and stuff, so it's actually, got some intrinsic measure to it. So I really like the currency system in New Vegas. I really like the NCR dollars and, the exchange rate thing about them. I think it's great world building. And then I really like that the Legion, their currency is worth more. The evil faction, their money is legal tender. Even the NCR, at least begrudgingly accepts that because, they're metal coins. And I think that's just cool,
True to Kaiser.
So, Gotta wonder about what this game could have been like if they just had another 6 months of dev time. The entire game got rushed out in 18 months. Imagine if they had, 6 more. Polish off some of the bugs, get more of the content set up, get the Legion side across the river set up. I guess that's the modding community's job now. but just imagine what could have been. So don't spend all day doing it. You got work to do. Oh my gosh, please come. Mole rats are like super uncommon in this game. There's like a couple of places where you'll find them, and like in a couple of buildings, and there's snuffles at Sloan. But, you know, it's not like Fallout 3 where they're all over the place and they're just ubiquitous trash that spawns as a speed bump on your way to X, Y, and Z. Whoa. Oh, I thought those were the caravan guards. Okay, I was like, wow, they cleaned house. No, they just got rid of these guys. Bastards. That's my job. I need the experience. Okay. Well, I kind of don't want to piss him off yet because I don't want to, you know, die. You know, I'm usually a munchkin in these games. And you can see it in how I'm still, like, stealing from NPCs and, you know, analyzing like every single piece of loot. But here I am. I think there's not much treasure in here. I think there's like a little bit in the back room, and if I can get into that. Yes. Why would I lose karma? I'm stealing from the bad guys. Don't give me that. They said they have extra medical supplies anyway. They mentioned that. Everything's fine. Is there anything left here? Anything at all? No. Okay. Okay. Alright. Now, I don't remember if there's any, like, Hydra or drugs in that area. But, you know, I could consult the wiki. But I'm not gonna. Do I hear combat music? No. Yeah, we are green, by the way. You know, carrying around all that high explosives would do that to you. Where do you think the plasma comes from? Why do you think that's green? You know, some of these stretches of wasteland are really pretty. And then you wind up with just absolutely barren chunks of nothingness, and that's still kind of pretty. I'm gonna catch a lot of flack for it, but I really do think New Vegas kind of looks not beautiful, but complete, consistent. It looks like, you know, they knew what they wanted to do with their art direction, and I think that's more important than graphical fidelity. You know, you can have 400 or like 4K textures all you want, but if everything's just going to look the same, then, you know, that's it. You can see the pores on everybody's face, very nice, but if it doesn't look good, it doesn't look good. So I've never seen the value in having super big graphics except to drive sales. So that's why they do it. But I would rather pick an ugly but fun game over a bland, beautiful one. And that's kind of readily apparent. If you pay attention to the kind of games that I get attracted to, it's usually things like this. Or somewhat ugly games. Although I do have a really pretty one in mind for streaming next time. You know, I just kind of want to get this streaming down, you know, and just get a little bit of, just get my toes in the water. You know, just get various appendages out there swimming. But right now, I just want to tinker with Fallout because I like it. I like this challenge. I wanted to run it, even though absolutely nobody's watching. I think that concurrent viewers is just me, I think. So I've just been having like one viewer flipping on and off this entire stream. but I'd rather be talking to like a flickering light bulb and practicing my streaming and just practicing my etiquette and being able to talk to people about things or nothing at all. And I'd rather get that down before I start playing the things that I really, really want to play, you know. So, we'll be there. We'll be there. But, you know, I've been at this for about an hour. I might just try to... Oh, where are we? Oh my gosh, turn off the light. Okay. Right. So, you want to see the biggest oversight in, like, all of New Vegas? So, there's this whole thing with, like, you know, come fly with me, where you can get the information from Manny Vargas about Benny and the Jets, you know, and them blowing through town after they shoot you in the face. Or, you know, first of all, you can just steal his things because none of them were flagged as his property. Or, you know, you can just read the note on his computer. You know, skip all that. And then you can do come fly with me later. I don't want to. It's a lot of running back and forth. This is that thing, by the way, grilled mantis. What does that heal? I talked about this earlier. It's actually, yeah, not bad. 30 HP for 1 pound, and only a little bit of radiation. And I think you unlock it at, like, level 50 survival with, like, 1 bottle of wine and 1 mantis leg and, like, 1 honey mesquite pod. And it makes you one of those. And it's pretty good. You know, it's not the best healing item. That would be like the desert salad, which is stupidly powerful. The caravan lunch is really good. The Deathclaw omelet, which I will not be able to get the ingredients for obvious reasons in this playthrough. You know, that's super powerful. I think there's a couple of those for sale in various corners of the wasteland. You give me
What can I do
jokes.
for you?
But, we'll get there. We'll get there, chat. We're gonna need to fix them at some point, so I may as well pick some up now. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need to actually sell some things. I'll sell these drugs, because I never use them. That stuff is surprisingly useful. Bitter drink turns from, like, a novelty in New Vegas, like casual mode, to a lifesaver in hardcore mode. Just you wait. So I need to just sell some other crap. I have a lot of ammo, don't I? Oh, I already sold it. Huh. Okay. Well, fine. We'll get rid of one of those. Okay.
Pleasure doing business with.
Okay. Now we can hurry along to Vegas. Maybe we can get there before I end the stream. I don't have the money to get inside. Yeah, well, there's a bunch of different ways. We can do the fun way. You know, we can just sneak on board. Just have to find, you know, some kind of an easy way to get a disguise. You know? Yeah. Ow, ow, ow. You ever just get a random ache or pain? Like you're just sitting and suddenly your side just feels like someone sticks a needle in your side for like half a second and then it's gone. Or like less than that, like a millisecond. You just have a sudden tiny little flash of pain and then it's gone. You know, it sucks to be getting old at age 28. It just sucks. You know, I remember when the first airplane took flight. You know, I was just a kid riding along my Brontosaurus. And then my grandson looked up to me and he said, "Daddy, when did you get dementia?" Okay. I think I'm probably going to call this once we actually get a little bit closer to Vegas. Because I kind of just want to rush through this. And we're going to have a lot of choices to make. So, whoever is actually watching this, leave a comment because I'm curious what you think which faction I should try for. Like, should I go for NCR in this one? Or Legion or House? I didn't actually have a plan for this. I didn't think I would go this far. I thought this would be like a one and done. I would die, and then pretty much immediately call a stream off. I didn't think about... Oh, hi. I didn't think about, you know, longer term things. So this is new to me, in many ways. Good. Now, I think I can get like an easy disguise for like getting into the NCR embassy. Or no, the NCR, yeah, the strip radio station. I think I can get into the monorail. If I can. I think there's like some gunfights near Camp Forlorn Hope or something. Or like some supply caches. And I can just get some uniforms off their bodies. And hey, I'm using explosives up close and it shows. We're just going to use a little bit of hard drugs. Fix that up. So I can show off the bitter drink, by the way. I can demonstrate to you just how powerful it is in survival mode. I almost always forget to use this in everything except. So watch that. Just watch. Look at that. It's just powerful. I mean, I know it's mundane and quiet, but seriously. It just feels good in this game. Some things about this game just feel right in the right way. It's kinesthetic in ways that are hard to describe. You know, the explosions feel right. The looting feels right. The sound of picking up everything from a container feels right, although I need to drop that. Just everything sounds good to me. And I like it. I like it a lot. So, okay. Okay, we're actually, you know, in good shape. Ignore what I said. And we're just gonna take some steroids so I don't have to worry as much about my carrying capacity, because I don't want to let this precious loot go. The more loot I carry, it's life insurance, chat. The more stuff I carry, the more things I have to sell. The more things I have to sell, the more drugs and medicine I can buy. The more drugs and medicine I can buy, the longer I can stay alive, the longer I can stay. You get the point. So, it's a trade-off. You know, but then I have to take drugs to stay strong enough, but this conversation's going nowhere. This road's going nowhere. Like I said, I can't believe it's only Tuesday. Just believe me, I don't want to go to work in the morning. See point number 3. I promise I'm not drunk. I just really don't want to go to work in the morning. So, you know. It'll be alright. It'll be okay. But, you know, I think I'm going to call it here. Because it's already been a while. And we can actually take Vegas by storm and sneak into it tomorrow and get a disguise, and everything will be great. So, I'll see you guys next time. So, good night, you guys. See ya.